Hey art friends, welcome to today's how-to. Today we'll be learning how to draw Baby Kong from King Kong. So first let's get started in the center of our page. On the left hand side, we're going to draw in a small curved line from left to right for our nose. Underneath for the nostrils now, on the left hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then getting thinner at the base to draw a small sesame seed shape. And then we're going to flip over to the right, lining that up at the same height, and we'll just replicate that. Let's come over to the left hand side now and draw in our left eye. So we're going to draw a nice big circle. Now we're going to move over to the right hand side, lining that up at the same height, and we're just going to replicate that. In the top left hand corner now, we're going to draw in another circle for the highlight of the eye. And then we'll do the same thing over on the left. In the middle now, let's draw in the pupils. We're going to start on the bottom, curving this line around, and then back in on the top. And then we're going to replicate that over on the left-hand side as well. Underneath both of our eyes, we're going to draw in a small curved line that arches out. From here, let's draw in the mouth. So we're going to draw a curved line that arches down. Let's leave a big gap and do the same thing on the right. And now let's connect this together with an arch line from left to right. Let's frame in the rest of the face now. So coming over towards the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in. And then coming over to the right, lining that up at the same height, we'll replicate that, blending that in on the bottom. From here now on the right hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then up. And we'll do the same thing on the left hand side, ending that at the same height. From here now, we're going to close this off with a curved line from left to right, connecting that together. On the inside, we're going to curve this line around and then up from our right eye. And then we'll do the same thing on the left, ending that at the same height. Let's draw in the rest of the face now. So coming further up for the fur, in the center, we're going to curve this line out on the left-hand side, bringing that in. And then we'll do the same thing, starting in the middle, curving that out, and then in on the right. On either side now, we're going to curve this line around and then down. And then we'll do the same thing on the left, ending that at the same height. From here, we're going to curve a small line that arches in towards the middle. Again, we're going to arch this line down on either side. And then from here, we're going to draw a small curved line that arches in. From here in the corner, we're going to curve this line down and then up. And we'll do the same thing on the left-hand side, just making sure we end this at the same height. Again, starting in the corner, we're going to curve this line in and then up. Now on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line across and then down. And then starting in that corner, we're going to curve this line back up. Starting in the point, we're going to curve this line down. And then starting in the corner, we're going to curve this line up, connecting that. For our ears now, in this open space here, we're going to continue to draw in a half circle, curving this around and then in. And then we'll do the same thing on the left-hand side, replicating that. In the top now, we're going to curve a small line that arches out on either side. And now moving underneath, we're going to draw in a small half circle on either side. Let's draw in the rest of the body now. So on the left-hand side, we're going to curve this line around and then in. Stepping across to the right, we'll replicate that. Moving in the middle now, we're going to draw in a small curved line from left to right. On the inside for the left leg, we're going to curve this line in, down, and then up. And we're going to replicate that, flipping over to the right. So leaving a small gap, we're going to curve that in, out, and then back up. Stepping across, we're going to curve this line around and then in for our first toe on both sides. Stepping across again, we're going to curve that line around and then in And now one more time, we're just going to curve this line around and then up. And then we're going to connect these together. So starting in the corner, we're going to arch this up and then in. And we'll do the same thing over on the left. For the foot now, we're going to curve this line across from left to right. And we'll do the same thing over on the left. Lastly, we're just going to draw in our arms. So for the shoulders up above, we're going to curve this line down and then in. And we'll do the same thing on the left-hand side, lining that up at the same height. On the outside again, in the corner, we're going to curve that around and then down, and we'll replicate that over on the left, ending that at the same height. Moving over to the inside now, we're going to curve this line down, ending that at the same height, and then we'll do the same thing on the left. Now we're going to draw a zigzag pattern as we come across. We're going to draw a diagonal line that comes in on either side. We'll bring this diagonal line out on either side. Starting at that point again, we're going to bring that in. And then again, we're going to bring that out. And then one last time, we're just going to connect that over towards the corner. And now lastly, let's draw in our hands. So moving further down, we're going to draw in a curved line from top to bottom. For the thumb, we're going to arch this line around and then up. Let's move underneath now, curving this line around and then up. Let's step across. We're going to curve this line around and then in. And then one more time, we're going to curve this line around and then back in. And that is it. That's how you draw Baby Kong from King Kong. You can pause the video and color the way that I have done, or you can change your colors up if you'd like. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and also drop a comment below suggesting any more characters that you'd love to learn to draw next. Thanks so much for joining me on today's tutorial, and I will see you all on the next one.